Canon will be adding password security to 10 EOS R system cameras, and it's going to be happening soon. But the big question is, will it provide us with the security that we need to not only protect our cameras from theft, but also recover them after they've been stolen? Or will it be as useful as a car alarm system? We've got the answer to these questions, but first, please punch that subscribe button. It just takes a second, and it means an awful lot to us. It tells the YouTube algorithm that maybe, just maybe, you're not here by mistake and you appreciate the content. Thanks for watching this video. My name's Simon, and my mission is to bring you the latest news, rumors, and patent technology as it applies to cameras. Things continue to heat up here today, and I'm not just talking about outside where we're ready for another scorcher, although today it's only supposed to be getting up to 87 degrees. That's still hot. That's almost 30 degrees Celsius. But I do have one interesting new capability. Canon is about to announce a new password protection capability. Does Canon's new password protection feature give photographers a much-needed security upgrade, or is it just as useless as your car's alarm system? Canon's new password protection feature isn't an anti-theft solution, and unfortunately, it doesn't help recover your camera after it's been stolen. This new password protection capability is actually focused on network security. So let's break down exactly what it does, and more importantly, what it doesn't do. This new password protection capability is all about being compliant with the European's new regulation under the Radio Equipment Directive. The password is meant to protect network protocols such as IP addresses, MAC addresses, and other networking systems. Passwords are used to provide a level of security. They delay, not prevent someone from gaining access to our phones, our computers, homes, cars, and other technology. But like any password system, well, it's only as good as the reset option. Passwords are useful. They're there to provide us with a layer of security. They, in fact, delay, not prevent, someone from gaining access to our phones, our computers, homes, cars, or other technology. But like any password system, it's only as good as the reset option. Since it's so easy to bypass through resetting, it would not work at all for a theft prevention system. And if you forget your password, there's no way to reset it other than initializing the asset information. And when you initialize the asset information, the password will be reset, and all the camera settings will also be initialized. So, if someone happens to steal your R5 Mark II, the R1, or one of 10 other cameras that gets this update, all the thief has to do is to perform a factory reset. That's it. It wipes your password. And if you happen to have left your card in the camera, well, congratulations. You've also gifted the thief a free portfolio. Honestly, the only thing less secure than this system is some sort of biscuit tin or box that has a label on it saying private, do not open. Just like some car alarm system that only flashes and honks a horn with no engine immobilizer, this feature doesn't disable use after theft. It doesn't tie the device to your identity and offers no tracking or recovering options. It's simply a network security lock, not a password one, and Canon isn't trying to sell us on a password security system here or a theft deterrent system, because it's not. You're better off adding an AirTag to your lens cap or into your camera bag, and it's going to provide, well, it won't provide a theft deterrent system, but at least it'll provide some sort of theft recovery system that's way better than you could expect to get from this system. It's not designed for that. It's simply designed as a network protection system. So why are we getting this update? Well, as I already alluded to at the beginning of this video, in case you skipped over that, Canon's simply complying with the EU's regulations on Radio Equipment Directive, or it's something like that. But essentially, it's a regulatory play. And it's all about limiting unauthorized access to IP or MAC address settings or connected devices. This is a standard it's standard cybersecurity stuff, especially in broadcast or network studio workflows, not a security measure for field shooters. I wish it was. I really do wish it was. I think there was a missed opportunity here. Yes, Canon is going 100% compliant on European legislation that's it. This was an opportunity here to think of theft deterrent and theft recovery. I mean, all Canon has to do is look towards Apple and what they've done. And maybe Canon's view is, you know what, if you want to have some sort of theft recovery system, yeah, take an AirPod, put it into your camera bag, or put it into one of, not just caps, lens caps, but some manufacturers have come up with some other unique ways of hiding an AirTag within your camera, such as the battery grip. But as of today, we're not getting any sort of password security. And I know a lot of people were excited. I saw some comments over the weekend saying, wow, it looks like Canon's providing us with some password security. It's not. This doesn't provide you with any security, any lockdown. I kind of wish it did. What I would love to see in upcoming pro-level cameras is cellular access and, of course, a way of locking these systems down. So if we have an app, we can see where our camera is based on GPS. And just like Apple, this MacBook Air, for example, and I did this while I was in Vancouver, I left it on the plane. And I was kicking myself. I didn't realize it until after I'd got off the plane and got to my destination. I opened up my laptop, I locked it down, and went to bed. There's nothing I could do. Thankfully, when I woke up in the morning, WestJet had found it and sent it to Lost and Found, because one of the things I did before I went to bed is I let them know I'd left it on the plane. And so I already had a case tracking it. So all I had to do is just, for $6, get to the airport, and I got my laptop back. Something like that, if Canon could use something like that, that would really be helpful. They need to do something on the security side, but then things like AirTags could really help thereafter. But the key here is adding some sort of cellular capability to the cameras, the R5 Mark II, the R1, the R6 Mark III. I've heard nothing in terms of rumors about this. I have seen some patent applications some 4 or 5 years ago that talks about adding cellular capabilities to cameras, but I haven't seen anything else since. And if you found this video helpful, please do me a favor, hit that like, subscribe, and of course ring the bell. And let me know in the comment section, is this something that's going to get you to upgrade your camera to this new password capability, protection feature? Is it something that you need for your business? Because I think for most of us, it's not. And if you're upset that you missed out on getting the R5 Mark II, or the R6 Mark II, or even the Z8, before Nikon and Canon raised their prices due to tariffs, I've got some good news for you. The sales are back. The Canon EOS R5 Mark II is $39.99, the R6 Mark II is $600 off its launch price, and the Nikon Z8 is back down to $36.96. And if you want to grab a deal from B&H, Adorama, Walmart, or Amazon.com, and yes, this channel is viewer supported, so thank you, then please use my links down below, because I don't do any sort of sponsorship on this channel. I don't like it. I am looking for sponsorships that don't get in the way or provide added value, but from what I can see these days, they're all about VPNs or Squarespace or something very similar that has nothing to do with the content. And what I'm seeing is a nasty growing trend that some of these sponsorships are forcing content creators to put in, well, sponsorship segments that are anywhere from 60 to upwards of almost 5 minutes into their videos. And to me, I don't like this. Despite it bringing in an awful lot more money, the big problem I have with it is it makes it feel like these videos are vehicles for ad revenue, and it takes away from the quality of the content. Now, there's other things I could do. I could also use AI to create the scripts to actually record the video for you. And not only that, I can give them a sample of my voice and it can read it out instead. I really don't have to do much work. But what you probably noticed, and what I noticed, is that a lot of these fully AI-built videos for these channels, they just seem like they're skimming the surface. They're not always correct, they're filled with errors, and they don't give you a sense that the person creating these videos, this content, is actually serious. I am. I love cameras, I love lenses, I love all the accessories that go along with them. And I've got a video coming out in a couple of weeks that I think you're going to be interested in seeing. It's not what I call an exciting product, but it really does impact the workflow. But to get back to my point, for those of you that have used my affiliate links in the past, thank you. It's very much appreciated because, like I said, this channel is viewer supported. And for the rest of you, for those of you, I should say, for the 1% of the 1% that wants to know what goes on behind the scenes of this channel, well, then consider clicking that join button and becoming a member, especially the insider member level where, well, I provide you with weekly videos about what goes on behind the scenes, and I answer viewer questions and also give you priority response to your comments, although I also do that with the Shutterbug level as well. But anyhow, don't feel that you have to do these, but they are there. And lately, with everything that's been going on, I've been fighting a few health issues, which is why you'll notice that I'm not commenting as much as I used to. It's 2025. One thing is, as you start to get up there in age, sometimes things just happen and you have to deal with it. And that's what I'm doing this year. I'm trying to deal with things. And hopefully things get a little bit better. But I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. I think I could be going into 2026 before things really start to improve. Anyhow, thank you so much for watching, for supporting this channel, and watching this video to the very end. Have yourself a great day, a great week, and we'll see you again soon.